He was indeed the Don, there was none like him before or after. Sir Donald Bradman is the end of the scale when it comes to cricketing achievements. World. But this is not about the Don. This is about a teammate of the Don, who stood out by the sheer audacity of the cricket that he dished out. Stan McCabe, who played 36 Test matches, most of them alongside Bradman, was one of the few who stepped out of the shadows. Having established himself with a stunning counter-attack in the infamous Bodyline series, McCabe dished out another masterpiece at Trentbridge, England. What unfolded in Trentbridge was just unbelievable. The British batting lineup led by Wally Hammond had a few young men in their 20s who would go on to become legends. In the first innings, with Eddie Painter's double hundred and 100 each for Charlie Barnett, Hammond, and Compton, England declared at 658 for 8. Australia in reply were 111 for 2 when McCabe walked into to replace Bradman. Not very soon, they were reduced to 194 for 6. With only wicketkeeper Barnett, a decent bat at best, and the bowlers to follow, McCabe knew he had very few options. He did what he knew best, threw caution to the winds, and waded into the English attack, which lacked the spite of the last one he had taken to the cleaners. The drives in the arc were poetry in motion, as crisp as the winter air. The hooks and pulls sent the ball bounding in glee to the ropes, and late cuts were essayed as if in a time warp. As the spectacle was unfolding, Bradman called his teammates in the dressing room to the balcony and said, "Come and look at this. You will never see the likes of this again." Along with Barnett and company, Stan McCabe added 217, with his partners contributing 38 of them. For the last wicket, he added 77 runs with Fleetwood Smith, the leg spinner, pitching in with 5 runs. McCabe did the rest of the 72 in a glorious half-hour of dazzle. 28 minutes to be exact. He had shepherded the strike like none before while scoring at breakneck speed. What the world witnessed was not the dodged, steely resistance that typifies most of the comeback stories. It was a kind of counterattack seen rarely. It is not a surprise hence that the innings McCabe played out is regarded to be amongst the best innings played in cricket. When Australia finished at 4-11, McCabe was the last man to be dismissed, scoring 232 in 235 minutes. The game had been elevated to art status by McCabe. Glorious, breathtaking, and forget-me-not art, which Bradman seems to have spotted. As McCabe returned to the dressing room, Bradman greeted him with the words, "If I could play an innings like that I would be a proud man, Stan." There couldn't have been a better compliment.